So I'm sure we've all done it, ordering a meal deal at a fast food restaurant because it was just simpler to order or better value. Or maybe bought a Play-Doh or a Lego set rather than take the time to select all of the individual items that your kid or the recipient might want to play with. Because honestly, who has the time or patience for all of those decisions? We've put more items in our shopping cart than we really needed because there was a buy two, get one free promotion, or because there was a free gift with purchase if you spent over a certain amount. Using upsells and product bundling is a really smart way for e-commerce businesses to increase sales revenue because customers end up spending more money per transaction, of course. Plus, it's a really great way to ensure that your customers have the best possible experience shopping with you and helps to increase your conversion rate. Plus, it also improves their experience of using the products that they've bought as well. And I really want to highlight that last point because I think most people assume that product bundles are just designed to increase your sales as the business owner, because the customer, of course, is spending more per transaction, but they can also help in two additional and really important ways. Number one, it makes it easier, much easier for customers to make a purchase decision, thereby increasing your conversion rate. And, it makes the whole shopping experience for the customer on your website less fraught with friction, not so many steps between landing on your website through to making that purchase decision because they don't have to hunt through all different sorts of places or menu navigations and all of that kind of stuff to find what they want. And number two, it just really helps to ensure customers have a really successful or enjoyable experience using your products because they've got everything that they need to use together, right? For example, in my first business, which was a modern cloth nappy or diaper brand, initially we just sold the products individually and we did offer a discount for large volume purchases. So it was something like $35 for one. And if you bought 20, you could get a 20% discount or something like that. But we still constantly had questions from customers asking what did they need to buy? And sometimes we would have customers just buy one, but if you've ever used a modern cloth nappy, you would know that you definitely need more than one for the system to work. So only buying one to try generally didn't get you a positive experience. So we ended up putting together a number of bundles or packs and just made it really easy for customers to figure out what they actually needed. So we had a trial pack with, I think it was like 3 nappies and maybe, some essential accessories to give people a really decent experience trying them out for a day. Then we had a halftime pack for customers who were only using them during the day or only using them at home, but not at daycare, for example. And then we had a full-time pack, which is pretty obvious what that would be used for. And there were a couple of other options as well. After implementing these bundles in that business, our conversion rate shot up to over 5%, which is compared to, the average conversion rate for e-commerce sitting at about 2%. And our average order value was a really healthy $150. And we had a really high returning customer rate as well. And it's the same in my skincare business now as well. It just makes sense to buy the bundles or sets, partly because there's extra savings to be made, but also it, makes it easier for people to know what they need to use. So here's what we all need to know about business, just generally, that is that there are really only 3 ways that you can grow a business. You can increase the number of customers who buy from you, you can increase the amount of money customers spend per transaction, or you can increase the frequency of times each customer buys from you. And with the right bundle or upsell strategy, you can actually improve all 3 of those methods of growth. And during this episode, I'm going to walk you through how and why this works. So first, let's just dive into what I mean by a bundle. So basically, a bundle is a way to sell a bunch of products together in one transaction. Sometimes it's discounted and offered as a value pack. Sometimes it's just a bunch of products that go together, sold in one transaction, so that it's an easier purchase decision to make. In a brick and mortar shop, you would see a number of brands and product categories using bundles and value packs. Like I mentioned earlier, so one example being Lego. These days, Lego is one of, if not the most lucrative toy brand in the world. And when you set foot in a toy store, you see row after row of different Lego kits. I'm like when I was a little kid, we actually just bought all of the loose bricks. You very rarely buy Lego bricks on their own anymore. Now, of course, you can buy a Star Wars kit or a Hogwarts kit or a Minecraft kit or a Marvel kit or a Frozen kit or any other, in number of other themed kits. And they come in various kit sizes and skill levels as well, and, prizes to match. Not only do these packs make it easy for a customer to choose because, the inspiration for what to make is right there in front of you, but it also guarantees a certain average order value because it helps ensure that the customer has an enjoyable experience building the kit out, and it's really enticing to get the customer back again and again to move on.